see the progress that's been made up here on the top floor, because in this room it's really lovely, and now we can see the light of day again. First of all, we can see that actually some of the windows now on the top floor have gone in. So the Georgian style, those ones are just going to open straight out onto the lovely garden that we can see over here. And round this corner, just from this angle, if I move out the way, we can see over here the roof where it's been rebattened and felted, and that's going to start tiling. You can actually see the tiles now that are all stacked up here, and the ridge tiles off the top of the roof. So that's all starting, and some progress being made. Now over here we've actually got some stud wall in place where we're going to be building the ensuite at the back of there, and there's a door, cute little corner cut off it, and in there we're now drawing out where the shower, the toilet and the sink will go, so that the walls can be built. And at this side here there'll be a wall about here, and then this is going to be a cupboard, so you'll be able to open a door into a cupboard. You can get to the back of the pipes and so on, but actually maybe airing cupboard, somewhere to store your clothes, the bed linen and so forth. So this is going to be a lovely large room. If you just see how large that room actually is, we're putting the wall again up here, a slight cutaway, so a slight cutaway just over here as well. So follow me through to the other side, where again it's beginning to feel much lighter up here at the moment. So up the step and into the very large room, which now just has huge size to it. You can imagine playing in here, just having a games room or something, or a spare bedroom. I've actually removed one of the windows. There was kind of a Velux light here in the window. You can see there was a Velux window here. We've actually taken that out. It's going to be roofed over, and then over here there's another window. You see the gaps at the side where it hasn't been plastered in yet. Again, onto the scaffolding there and down to where all the tiles are stacked. They've all been taken off the roof, and those old tiles are going to go straight back on. And you can see some render and so on has got on there. We'll show you outside in a short while. So we've rendered these eaves on the outside so that they can be painted bright cream, so that that gives it a nice fresh look. One more room up here, and again that's had a new window. So into this other room, which has got some great different curves and twists where the roof comes in, and it's going to be a very interesting shape. Got a really lovely shape there around the fireplace. I do hope they're going to follow that curve as they come in. It's a lovely shaped fireplace there, and again we can see out of the window here out onto the back garden. Really light, and you know, you can see for miles the tops of the trees and just see the sky out there. So great to be so high up. So that is the top floor. So I want to show you into the loft space on the other side of the house. So this is the part that hasn't been developed at all, and you can just see how huge that space is if ever you wanted to develop it and make some more rooms, I guess. But just a most enormous space under there, and now that we've got some of the ceiling and so on missing, we can see through. Amazing. So now we can see up into that attic room. We're in a moment to go with the stud wall that we're putting in place where the shower's going to go and so on. There's a few holes on the floor, so we have to be very careful where we're walking. So that's the attic room, and now this is the room that we've split. This used to be a bedroom here. It's got two windows in it, and then over here as well, this bedroom has a window here and a window there. What we're doing here is we've taken out this middle bedroom to make into an ensuite for the main master bedroom, which is through there, and then to borrow a piece of it for an ensuite for this bedroom as well. You can probably just about see the drawings of the plans on the floor. I'm not expecting you to see the detail of that, but what we've been trying to decide is how we split this up. We've managed to create the opportunity for a wall just here by this window, so we'll have to bring the wall out from here, all the way here, and then we're going to probably use the majority of this room for the master bedroom. Now we're talking about a very big house, so the wall is going to come through from here, the door will open here, or it might be an archway. And you'll come in, and then this section here, directly in front, will be a dressing area. So there'll be wardrobes and so on. So a dressing area and another wall built in here. Imagine then opening another door into the bathroom, which is going to come around here, with a bath maybe by the window, a sink, toilet with someone and a shower over here in this corner. So you can see the size of it. This is kind of where the bathroom's going to be. So this will be the ensuite bathroom to the master bedroom, just about here, right the way across to those two windows. And then this other side here will be the dressing area. And what we can then do with the wall across here is to have a corner over here which will be the ensuite into this other large room over here. The soil pipe's the most important thing to consider, and that's going to be going down the wall on the outside around here. So one toilet over here for this room, toilet over here for that room. That's the most important thing when we're looking at where we put these things. The other thing that we've thought about, instead of using the ensuite here, is perhaps to push it open this corner using this window so that there's an ensuite over here. You would enter from near that doorway, and then the ensuite would be over here. So you've still got a nice sized bedroom. Lots of considerations, lots of deliberations, and we'll be showing you as we've made them and start to put the stud walls in. But I'd just like to see if I can show you is the drawing that we've done and get a close-up on that so you can begin to see what I've just been talking about is the ensuite bathroom here, going in from the master bedroom here, dressing area, bathroom, and then ensuite in this corner over by this window for the other bedroom. So you can see they're really quite nice sizes as well. Space that we've created for an ensuite and the main master bathroom. So if you follow me here, you can see where we've actually taken the walls out. There's one wall that we've taken back to this side, and there's going to be a door put along that part of the corridor. Over here, we've taken one wall out along here to open up this section, and we've removed this wall back to here. You can see in the ceiling and in the floor over here where the wall was previously. Now, we've kept the toilet in this sort of area. It's not necessarily going to have a door on, we'll probably just have a divider there, and it's going to have one of these very tall, old-fashioned toilets. We'll buy a new one that goes into there and uses the same system to kind of be in keeping with the house. So this ensuite then will come across here. If you can imagine me putting a wall along here and across there. It's got a kind of little alcove there, and it's mostly square otherwise. So that's the one ensuite. And then backed up to this, the bathroom will be the entire remainder of this room. And so we'll put bath in this corner over here. Now the soil pipe's going to go on over here, so we'll be able to put the toilet here, behind the door, and the soil pipe then will run through here, underneath the floorboards, and out of this wall. And there's plenty of space to do that. Now, in modern houses, you might not get the depth of space, but you can probably see down here, there's a good hand and a half's width down, and therefore the soil pipe can trail downwards and then out into the soil stack that will go outside the house. So this is going to be then the main master bathroom. Without the walls, it's very difficult to see the sizes. And one thing I've really had a struggle with is imagining the space that's available because the ceilings are so high. I think when the ceilings are lower, we get a very clear indication of how much room there is. Because they're so high, the floor space really feels much smaller than it actually is. So once we've got this drawn out, we will then put those stud walls in, plaster those up, and the rooms will start to take shape. And then we'll see, we should end up with 4 ensuite bathrooms and a main master bathroom. So here you can see that the stair lift now has gone. So that was taken away the other day, all the way up the stairs. You can see where the glue has been putting it in and so on. So this is where the stair lift was. That's gone now. And come through here, and I'll show you the kitchen has now been cleared a little bit as well. I've got a scaffold in here because what they've been doing is taking down the ceiling. So all the plasterboarding now from this old ceiling has gone, so that can be reboarded, insulated, and then replastered. That's going to be a bit of a job, I tell you. I wouldn't like to be the plasterer on that one. So this is going to be a fantastically sized room. Now the interesting thing with the kitchen, again, is getting your head into the realm of this is going to be a really elegant home. And you've got to think in the size of kitchens, the beauty of it, it's got to fit. Now, the ceilings are so high that you almost need something that's going to give you a false feeling of it's coming down a little bit. We're going to put architraves at the top and use some ideas on the walls that will frame it and so on. But there's a lot of doors in here. Now that cupboard over there, 1, 2, 3 doors, and then 2 windows as well. So we have to be very careful. The windows are quite low when you think about where you'd have your worktop. So we're going to get some designers in to look around, make some designs for us so that we can then begin to imagine this in the way that it's going to be. So that's going to be great fun. Looking at the granite, is it marble? Apparently you can't have marble in kitchens because it's too porous, but granite and the flooring, do we want that shiny? You know, in trend, but also a bit of that ancient modern. How's that going to look like? But we'll show you all the process. Okay, here I am on the top of the roof. I've actually made it to the top of the scaffolding, which is pretty cool up here. Some great views. I just want to show you what's happening here. Slates are down by the side, and this is the roof. It's all been battened. This is the outside of the window that's been put in this week. Chimney stack up there. Looks pretty good. So they're doing a great job of battening this up, and then the tiles can go back on. So I can show you all the way around here now, right from the top of the house. The other thing I can show you here is the rendering, and this has been done in the eaves of the house right the way up. I'm not quite sure how they've managed to get behind there, but they've made that beautifully smooth now with render so that we can now paint that in lovely cream, freshen the place up. New windows gone in there, fantastic. It's going to be looking really smart by the time we've painted that up.